What do you really know about Criss Angel? He's one of the most famous magicians of our time, but Criss Angel's story is interesting outside of magic, too.
Criss Angel is the mind freak.
My mind is freaked.
Here's the untold truth of Criss Angel. Most magicians get their start as kids. After all, when you're a kid, adults are much more likely to applaud your efforts, even when they can tell that you just switched the cards behind your back.
What?
It's right there.
Wait a second, wait, turn around, wait a second. Look at this, wait, look, I'm gonna do this right now, look.
But some kids are blessed with parents who support their interests long enough for them to cultivate some serious skills. Well, Criss Angel must have had some incredibly supportive parents, because he started practicing magic at the age of 7 and never gave up on it. According to biography, Angel, who was still called Christopher Nicholas Sarantakos back in those days, first became interested in magic after his aunt showed him a card trick. He later said he was drawn to the incredible sense of power that an adult didn't understand how it worked, but I did. Angel practiced until he had enough material for a whole show. By the age of 12, he was all ready for his first performance. He even collected a $10 fee for his services. So what's the takeaway here? Criss Angel became a magician because he liked having power over people, and he was pretty much always in it for the money. Basically, he was already living the American dream before he even hit puberty. By the time he was 14, Criss Angel was already a skilled magician. In fact, he was already performing professionally in bars and restaurants. According to the Las Vegas Sun, Angel was a particular favorite at a bar/restaurant called the Wine Gallery, where he claimed he could rake in $100 a night in tips. That's a pretty decent chunk of change, especially for a 14-year-old, and especially for a 14-year-old performing magic. Angel evidently found plenty of support for his hobby in high school, too. He told the publication Patch, "The teachers saw my passion. They allowed me to create a schedule that let me spend a lot of time on my love of magic, and that really guided me in the right direction." Then again, who needs higher education or even a high school education when you already know how to make elephants appear out of thin air?
Are you ready? Let's do it! Yeah!
And while we're on the subject of higher education, sounds like Criss Angel's parents were supportive of his magic making, but only up to a point. That point was presumably adulthood. Angel's folks were reportedly rather displeased when he decided to become a full-time professional magician, particularly because he completely skipped college in favor of a life on the road. He told the Las Vegas Sun, "The thought of my becoming a professional magician was unbearable for them. They had hoped their 3 sons would go to college and become doctors or lawyers, but not a magician." Like many kids, Angel didn't really care what his parents wanted him to do, so he joined a traveling performance act, studying magic whenever and wherever he could. Clearly, that lifestyle worked in Criss Angel's favor. Well, take a look at him now.
Now! Yes! Look at that!
While honing his craft in the 1980s, Angel evidently needed to supplement the money he made from magic. Perhaps his tricks weren't magically transforming into enough cold hard cash to make a living. While most people supplement their salary with practical gigs like, say, waiting tables, Angel had an altogether different plan. He decided to be a magician and a musician. His parents must have flipped their wigs. According to Metal Injection, Angel's early attempts at music and music videos owed a lot to Poison, except they also featured 100% more magic tricks. Suffice to say, there's a whole lot of Criss Angel to enjoy in his early music videos. That ginormous hair! Those superior shorts! Oh, and all that magic business with the befuddled doves. Well, old habits die hard, as they say.
I'm not much of a mime. People say, "Criss, don't do the mime stuff," because it doesn't work. You know why? Because I do the magic stuff much better.
Old dreams die hard, too. Apparently, Angel never gave up on his desire to become a rock star, even after he became a famous magician. In 1998, he formed an industrial band called Angel Dust. Over the years, he's released a handful of albums, although Angel Dust hasn't done much of anything since the early 2000s. Perhaps Criss Angel made his industrial band disappear. So far, we've spent the majority of this video making fun of Criss Angel, but honestly, the guy's okay in our spellbook. In fact, he's one of the only magicians in the world willing to give away the tricks of his trade. As Angel told Cinema Blend in 2007, the trick doesn't make the magician makes the trick. First, there's that series of Master Mindfreaks DVDs.
It's all right here on 3 DVDs. Whether you are a beginner or intermediate, you will master the art of the Mindfreak.
You can do these illusions at home.
There's also Mindfreak Secret Revelations, a book he published in 2009 that teaches you how to perform magic. We're sure it's the gift that keeps on giving until you turn 8. The book even spent some time on the Los Angeles Times bestseller list. While it'd be easy to write these projects off as a cynical cash grab, Angel does seem to genuinely enjoy helping other people learn magic. He told Cinema Blend, "When I was getting into the art of magic, I couldn't find material that had my sensibilities. I feel everyone should know one good joke and one good effect. It's an icebreaker." It's safe to say Criss Angel is a veritable jack of all trades. In between all the magic making and musical mishaps, he also found the time to study not just one style of martial art, but at least 5 of them. As Cinema Blend reports, Angel is adept at Kung Fu, Wushu, Karate, Kinpo, and Taekwondo, which is really rather impressive no matter how you slice it. Unfortunately, we can't find footage of Angel doing any martial arts, so here's the next best thing.
Do you know what this is?
Still just a bag of Orville Redenbacher's quick.
It's not a bag, it's a bowl. He turned the bag into a bowl. How did you do that?
There may be a good reason why footage of Angel performing karate is hard to come by. The majority of Angel's martial arts training reportedly happened during his adolescence, which helps explain how he managed to find time to pursue 5 different schools of martial arts on top of dance, music, and lest we forget, magic.
Send it to me with your eyes. 13, is that your number?
Up.
Our sentiments exactly. Some magicians are just born bad, and in case you haven't figured this out, Criss Angel is a very bad boy.
Wow! Good he was in the trash can and then he wasn't.
That whole bad boy shtick is undoubtedly part of Angel's public image. The anarchy cap and matching anarchy necklace. That floppy mane of jet black hair. His attitude. He just can't with you right now. He is literally above it all. Thrashing around in these shorts while scaring a bunch of doves? That's definitely a bad boy in our book. Heck, he even starred in a very special episode of CSI New York where he portrayed, what else, an extremely bad boy. You may be asking yourself, how did that last bit come about? In 2007, he told Cinema Blend, "I got a call from the creator-producer of CSI and he asked me if I was interested in participating. I said, yeah, provided I'm the killer." Angel went on to boast about how the episode of CSI New York was the #1 show in its time slot that night, even managing to beat out Lost. Okay, so he's not particularly modest, but that's okay, because bad boys seldom are. Criss Angel's temper is almost as legendary as his rainbow tights. Okay, his rainbow spandex tights aren't exactly legendary, but we can't seem to take our eyes off them. Angel's ex-girlfriend Holly Madison told E! News he has a, quote, explosive temper. She also claimed Angel happened to be extremely jealous and possessive. Nothing too magical about those 2 personality traits, except for the fact that they can make perfectly good relationships disappear. Criss Angel must be pretty good at what he does. How else to explain how he managed to freak out legendary rapper and actor Ice Cube, all while using nothing but a pack of cards and a little bit of magic? The second season of Angel's show Mindfreak featured 2 segments with Ice Cube. One trick took place in a record store.
I want you to pick a CD. Funkadelic?
And then came that card trick, and what a trick it was.
In your wallet.
How the hell you do that, man?
In your wallet, dude.
Damn! Oh, man, come on now.
Regarding this particularly rousing bit of hocus pocus, Angel told MTV, he lost his mind. Regardless of what you might think about Criss Angel's individual style or the rumors about his bad temper, it's clear that he knows how to do some pretty remarkable things. After all, when tickets to your show cost anywhere from $69 to $246, you better be pretty amazing. Rest assured, his aptitude for wizardry hasn't gone unnoticed in the wider world of sorcery. According to biography, Angel won the International Magicians Society's prestigious Magician of the Year award 5 times in the 2000s, all before any of us knew such a society existed. The magic is real. That's not all. Angel also won the Society's Magician of the Decade award in 2009, and in 2010, the Society evidently went for broke and named Angel the Magician of the Century. Granted, there are still 8 more decades left in this century, and we imagine some enterprising 7-year-old magician has a few tricks up his sleeve. Watch your back, Criss Angel. Criss Angel and his second wife, Chenille Benson, divorced in 2016. A year before the couple split, their son Johnny Christopher was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Johnny Christopher was still just a toddler when he developed cancer and had to endure years of chemotherapy. In January 2019, Angel announced that the boy was finally cancer-free. Meanwhile, Benson and Angel evidently realized they were still meant for each other. In January 2019, they announced the birth of their second child, Christos Yanni Sarantakos. A year after his son Johnny was diagnosed, Angel founded the Criss Angel Heal Every Life Possible charity, otherwise known as HELP. During a 2017 appearance on The Doctors, he said,
"And we raise a considerable amount of money, and I'm just starting."
In September 2016, Angel brought more than 24 big-name acts to a charity event for HELP, with a roster of talent that included comedian Andrew Dice Clay, Dee Snider of Twisted Sister, actor and musician Corey Feldman, legendary performer Gary Oldman, and countless others. According to Angel's official website, all the money raised through the organization went directly to pediatric cancer research and awareness. At the end of the day, that's something you've really got to respect. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about your favorite entertainers are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.